Hey there, YouTube surfers. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about this HDMI splitter that I just purchased. And what this is it takes a signal, in my case, from a Fire Stick and splits it into two different televisions. So it's got one in and one out. One HDMI in and one out. And right here, I'm not going to take it down, but it's just a small little box right here. I've got my Fire Stick. I know it's kind of dark. I got my Fire Stick here, and that goes into the input. Let me get a light up here. 1 second. Okay, that LED, that flickering you're seeing is from my headlamp, but it's basically a small little box, and I'll put a link in the description. But I've got my Fire Stick right here, fed with a short. This actually comes with a Fire Stick, this female to male extender, HDMI, goes in, there's one input, and then this you have to plug power into. In my case, I've got it plugged in up here. And then on the back, the two outputs, there's 1 and 2. I've got one output going right to my projector here. It's projecting that image. I'm going to turn this light off. There we go. And then it's split. The other output I ran up along my ceiling here, and it goes over to this small TV. So you can see, I got it paused right now, but when you hit, so this is my Fire Stick remote. You can see it plays the exact same image. So this is like helpful if, you know, if you have friends over and you want to watch the game, for example. You can see it's exactly the same. You want to have the same TV show the same exact thing at the same time. And I'll put a link. This thing was like, I think it was like $18 or something like that. But they make one that you can actually split to 4 televisions. I don't need a setup quite like that, but they do have that available. And then if you want, you can still, like I have a Roku set up on a separate input. Oops, there we go. You just switch to the Roku or Fire Stick or whatever you may have. And I can still, now I can watch 2 separate things. I got one thing going here. So if you want to have one game on here, let's say football, for example, or whatever your favorite sport might be, you could watch one game over here and have something else playing over here. So it's a very simple device, but it's inexpensive, and it just turns your man cave or your basement into whatever you want, into like what do you want to call it, into a place where you can watch, again, multiple things, or you can watch the same thing on both TVs. I think the HDMI cable, I got a 25-foot HDMI cable to reach over to here, and that was fairly inexpensive as well, 20 bucks, 25 bucks. And yeah, it's, again, and you can see the quality. I think this thing supports 4K. My TV and my projector are 1080p. So it you know, it's backwards, downwards compatible. So it displays both of them, no problem. I just plugged it in and it worked, no issues. So there's a bunch of these different brands on Amazon, tons of them. A friend of mine had bought this. He bought the 4 output one, so that's why I went with this one. So there you go, folks. Hope you enjoy this video. Give it a like if you liked it, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.